Hi everybody, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about snacking. Snacking is so important, I think people forget it. What happens is a lot of people focus on they're going to start eating healthy and they have what they're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in their minds, leaving out what are they going to do for snacking. The most important thing to understand is you should really never go more than 3 hours without eating. Most of the things that you ingest, actually all their vitamins and everything gets processed through your body within that time. So basically, if you eat breakfast at 8, by 11 you should be having a snack. I have people all the time saying to me, well Kelly, what kind of things can I have for snacks? There is a multitude of things that you can have. One of the most important things to understand is when you're snacking, I always like to put a carb and a protein together. A lot of times when people come to me for nutritional counseling, they are very set on, I really eat low fat and I eat low carb and I try to eat not a lot of sugars and stuff like that. But a lot of things that people forget is actually that you need to be ingesting protein every 3 hours. Basically, it's a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you look at that, there's no way that any of us are getting enough protein that we need in a day by just having protein at those 3 meals. So suggestions that I have for you. Pretty much there's tons of ways you can get your protein. You can get it through nut butters, you can get it through almonds, yogurt, cottage cheese, and again nuts, and then also through a really good protein powder. The most important thing to look for in a protein powder is you want your fat. When you look on the label, you don't want your fat to be over 5 grams. You want your sugars to be no more than 2 grams. Your protein obviously over 20 grams. You definitely, it's awesome to get some protein powder to add that into your lifestyle. Now then people say, okay, so if I have proteins, what can I put them through? A lot of times people say to me, I don't eat carbs. And so what they mean is they don't eat bread, rice, the starchy carbs. But people sometimes don't realize that fruits and vegetables are actually carbs. So it's important to make sure that you're having a protein with a carb. So let's say you want celery. Celery with some nut butter on it would be great. Celery with a side of some turkey breast. Now, a lot of people will say, deli meat is so bad for you. I totally agree. So this is a low sodium, no nitrate deli meat. Something that you can have, and it's also low fat as well. Some people will say they don't like deli meat. You know what, that's totally your prerogative. Go cook a turkey and slice some turkey off a turkey. Totally fine if you want to do that. You can have your protein powder with some berries, mangoes, put it in a shake. You've got a snack like that. Also, brown rice cakes are a great opportunity to have some carb and then a protein. You could have it with the turkey again. You can have it with some nuts. You can have it with a nut butter, side of cottage cheese. I mean, it's endless. Also, rice cakes, the flavored rice cakes, I don't recommend them very often because they're high in sodium, but once in a while, if you're craving something crunchy, even if you're craving chips, I find salt and vinegar in these are a great substitute, right? Old-fashioned oats, less processed than your quick 5-minute oats. I always love one of my mixtures I love to do is put some berries, put some oats in some yogurt and mix it around, and it actually tastes really good. So again, vegetables, cut up green peppers, cut up red peppers, carrots, broccoli. Salad isn't just for dinner or lunch anymore. You can have salad as a snack. So many options. And I think another thing is important for us to understand. All these snack options are good for our kids. I know when I speak at the schools, some of the parents will be like, well, what do you expect us to put in our kids' lunches? All these things. It is just as quick to grab an apple as it is to grab a chocolate bar. And the other thing is to eat healthy is not that expensive. A lot of people believe that if you eat healthy, you're going to, go broke. Well, a box of Oreos compared to a bag of apples, probably similar price. Much better for you to get the bag of apples. So when should you be snacking? Basically within 3 hours of your last meal. Breakfast, and then 3 hours your snack. Dinner, lunch, same thing. Dinner, same thing. Most important is that you do prepare. I just went to the grocery store, and before I left, I put on some almond butter on 2 rice cakes, and it waited in the car for me. And when I was grocery shopping, I started to get hungry. So basically, the minute I got back to the car, I was able to eat those with some water, and I felt great. And while I was in the grocery store, I wasn't tempted to pick up anything else because I knew what was waiting for me in the car. Snacks, you have to get prepared. Something that I do is I cut up all my vegetables, put them in a Tupperware, stick them in the fridge so they're there to grab, so that when you're desperate and looking for something really quick, it's there. Wash all your fruit the minute you get home. I like to chop up my strawberries, put them in a Tupperware. Wash my mangoes, wash, the skins of these are very important. If you wash things and they're ready and it's there, you're not going to be tempted to go for something that's junk. Quick point on protein bars. I think people have started to eat protein bars thinking that they're a great substitute for a snack. Most protein bars are so high in sugar, you might as well be eating a steak and a chocolate bar. Pretty much that's what it is. So stay away from the processed protein bars, stay away from that stuff, and just stick to what you have that's natural, that's clean, and that's good for you.